Hello everyone, Jolene here from Bookworm Adventure Girl. Welcome back. I hope that you are all doing well. This is where I talk about the books that I'm reading. I like to read diverse books and I highlight Canadian literature. If you are new, thank you so much for checking out my channel. Please hit subscribe and stick around. You can see Pandy's in the back there. She's having a little nap and Jax is here too. Probably can't see him. He may show up. He's having a little rest as well. Today I'm going to be talking about the books that I hauled in June. There's a lot, so my TBR is going way up. The TBR stack is currently at 1,523, and as usual I'm going to start with the books that I received from publishers. And Douglas and McIntyre sent me this beautiful children's book. It's The Animal People Choose a Leader. This is by Richard Wagamese, who you've all probably heard me talk about many times. And I've talked about this book before when I did my Joy Reading June vlog, and I also did a giveaway of this as well. When did I do that? For a Reading Across Canada challenge. When I talked about that, I did a check-in. So this story originally comes from Richard Wagamese's book, One Drum, that he was writing when he died. And it's a beautiful book. And this story of the animals is a beautiful one too. So that brings the TBR to 1,524. So from the Republic of Consciousness, I have Iron Lung by Kristine Reffstrup. This is translated from the Danish by Hunter Simpson. And this is quite the cover, first of all. This is about the bond between two young people. One is about a girl who gets polio in the 1950s, and she's in the hospital in Copenhagen, and she's placed in an iron lung. So the other is a child called a boy, but whose body transcends the categories of boy or girl. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how these two characters are connected. And so this puts the TBR stack to 1,525. The next books I picked up because they were shortlisted for the Stephen Leacock Award for Humor. And the first is I Hope This Finds You Well by Natalie Sue, who is an author from right here in Calgary. And this is a workplace humor book, and it ended up winning the Stephen Leacock Award this year. So that's pretty exciting. Next is An Evening with Birdy O'Day. This is by Greg Kearney. And this is about a 70-plus-year-old man who looks back at a friendship that he had in his youth. And I talked about both of these books in much greater detail when I was reading them when I did my Joy Reading June vlog. So I will link that below if you are interested in hearing more about these two books, because I quite enjoyed both of them. The last shortlisted book is We Came From Away by Patricia Parsons. This is about a woman who is turning 100, and she sends a letter to her family members across Canada telling them that they are to come to Newfoundland for a road trip together. So lots happens in this, I'm sure. So with those three, that brings the TBR stack to 1,528. These next books are the ones that I picked up because they are they're among my most anticipated books of 2025. I have 50 books that made that list. 25 in the first half of the year and 25 in the second half of the year. So I will leave those videos below as well if you want to see what the other books were that are on my most anticipated. So first up is More or Less Maddie by Lisa Genova. Lisa Genova is an auto-buy author for me, and this book is about a young woman who is diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I have a feeling it's going to be fantastic. I probably already talked about it, and I think in the Joy Reading June vlog as well. Another auto-buy author for me is William Kent Krueger, and his newest book is The River We Remember. This is about an investigation into the murder of a wealthy man who was found floating in the river in a small town in Minnesota. So William Kent Krueger tends to write about small towns and communities. Okay, I'm going with this next author. I would say that this author is also an auto-buy for me now, because I have read every book that she has put out, I believe. And her newest one is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jiminez. Abby Jiminez may be the reason that I read more romance books now. I think that's true. This book is about Samantha and Xavier. It's rom-com, and Jiminez does like witty banter so well, and I love that part, and I'm really glad that I picked this up. Okay, another auto-buy author for me is My Friends by Fredrik Backman. This is translated from the Swedish by Neil Smith. I cannot wait to read this book. This is about three figures in a famous painting. And I know that just little bit might not sound, like the most exciting premise of a book that you might have read, but I know that we are in good hands with Fredrik Backman. I have enjoyed all of his books, so really looking forward to this one. Okay, the last of the most anticipated books is a new to me author, but probably a well-known author to many others. This is The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. I was told that this was going to make me cry. So I don't need to know more than that, at least not right now. I'm hoping to go into this relatively blind. That's about all I know. And I'm just going to enjoy the story. So with those, it brings the most anticipated books. It brings the TBR stack to 1,533, and there's still more. So the next book I picked up because it was longlisted for the Stephen Leacock Award. I was thinking it was going to be shortlisted. And it is also the July pick for the Reading Across Canada Challenge. No, that's a lie. The Reading Across Canada Book Club. And it's Interesting Facts About Space by Emily Austin. So if you would like to read this with us, we will be discussing it on July the 30th, so you still have time to check it out. For more information, you can see the link in the description box below. I guess I should tell you what this is about. This is about a quirky character named Enid who enjoys true crime podcasts, and she literally, it seems like she knows everything there is to know about space. I'm just hoping that it will be a fun read, and I think we'll enjoy having a conversation about it. So that brings the TBR to 1,534. And there are still a few more here. I have a romance. I have This Summer Will Be Different by Carley Fortune. Carley Fortune is a Canadian writer known for her summery romance novels, and this one takes place on Prince Edward Island. So her others are usually in Ontario, but this one's different. Another, did I not grab it? I didn't grab it. Another one is Funny Story by Emily Henry. I'll just put a picture up. Emily Henry's books have been hit or miss for me. I've heard good things about this one, so I'm hoping that it's true, and I'm looking forward to giving it a try. Next, I picked up Companion Piece by Ali Smith, which is the companion to Ali Smith's seasonal quartet, which I really, really enjoyed. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this fits in with the other four. Looking forward, and it's my fifth Ali Smith book, so I'm hoping to like it. All right, I also picked up Black Water by David A. Robertson, which is a memoir about time that he spent with his father on a trip to their family's trapline. And this has been on my radar for a while, before it was even published. So I'm glad that I finally can get to it. And then last but certainly not least, I picked up Nocturne by Helen Humphreys. I picked this up when I went to the Word Fest event So I talked about this also in the Joy Reading June vlog. So this is another memoir about Helen Humphrey's brother, who very sadly died from pancreatic cancer at 45. So I think this might be a tough read, but I'm interested in her journey with this and her grief around this and how she will write about it. So with these last few books, it leaves the TBR at 1,539. I think that's the highest it's ever been. So these are all the books that I've hauled in June, quite a few here. You will be seeing several of them again when I do my June wrap up, so that's good. Wait, I know they're coming off of the TBR, but please let me know if you have read any of these books, if you are interested in any of them, and then also let me know if you have books that you hauled in June that you are really excited to read or that you have already read. What books have you picked up recently? I would like to hear all about it. I look forward to chatting with you in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to make every day an adventure.